The P2002 code in the diesel Kuga MK1 is the code that's telling you about the issues with the DPF pressure. Originally, the code is meant to notify about the low efficiency of the DPF filter, but in these cars, the filters themselves seem to be very reliable and long-lasting, at least if the car is not driven exclusively in city traffic with short driving cycles and low speed. So the filter itself is very rarely the problem. And if it's actually clogged, you will also have a bunch of other codes, not just the P2002. This fault code is often connected with the dead DPF pressure sensor. In the Kuga, it's located near the battery. You can easily spot it as a black plastic box with an electrical connector and two rubber tubes connected to it. It measures the difference in pressure before and after DPF, if we put it simply. A good but non-OEM sensor is about 60 euros, and I strongly recommend staying away from 15-20 euro alternatives, as they will most likely fail to solve the problem. The OEM sensor is 160 euros, but a good aftermarket option will be just as good as the OEM. Also, the good news is that installing that sensor is a quick DIY job in the Kuga, so you can just replace this sensor and it will be cheaper than a good professional inspection in the dealership. Just pay attention to the tubes. Many DIYers swap the tubes position and then get more codes than before. Also, if this code appears right after you've had the DPF manually cleaned or it went through forced regeneration, you may choose to drive for some time and see if it resolves on its own. The system may have registered a sharp change in readings of pressure difference and is now confused. If the new sensor doesn't help, the problem is very likely in the DPF itself, but you need more codes and more evidence to dig deeper and spend more money. Fortunately, with a 4Scan or any good scanner, you can get live data from the sensor and see if it changes pressure readings from idle to 4000 RPM. But again, testing the sensor is still more expensive than replacing it, unless you have all the diagnostic equipment in your possession.